Now, the one thing I do want to distinguish for people that don't know is ethical non-monogamy is a very, very broad term. And the camps that it sort of covers are polyamory and swinging. And now
Okay.
so polyamory is I'm going to have multiple romantic, emotionally committed relationships. Swinging is I have one primary relationship, and then we have mostly sexual in nature relationships with other people and friendship. So um, now these are two camps, but they mishmash together, and there are people crossing over this line all the time, back and forth. And people would drop in and out of non-monogamy, again, depending on like if what relationship they feel that
Right.
they're
So hold on. So be
in.
clear. Polyamory is people that have committed relationships with multiple people, and
Yep.
ethical non-monogamy is you have one core relationship and then other relationships, mainly sexually, outside that
No, that's
relationship.
swinging. So ethical
Okay.
non-monogamy is the broad term.
Okay.
Swinging is the sexual relationship and friendship. Polyamory is that I'm going to fall in love with multiple people.
Okay. Okay. So
And in
then what?
polyamory, you may or may not have a primary relationship. So it gets very complicated. There's lots of different sort of models and configurations for these different relationships. And like I said, people kind of cross over between one and the other, or start in one and move towards another. And for most people's purposes, most monogamous people's purposes, and if you want to know the term for monogamous people from this side, we call vanilla. So
Right.
for most vanilla people, all they need to know is ethical non-monogamous. So it's only if you're going to get involved with the non-monogamous couple that you need to know really what model they're using.
Right.
Or
Okay.
people might want
And
you to
and
know.
that's not even that fair to call it vanilla, because it seems like it's used as a bit of a pejorative instead of like that's just their choice. And I think like if you want other people to respect yours, and maybe there's a, but mind you, vanilla is quite reliable as a flavor. But it seems
Yeah,
like,
I've
uh,
never thought of it that way.
right. Okay.
Yeah, it's just so the swingers for their community, we often call it the lifestyle or lifestyle.
Right.
Um, Polyamory, I mean, they don't really use that term lifestyle. And then just to distinguish someone who is not at all non-monogamous is vanilla. But I had never thought of it that way, so I'll think about that.